Bitcoin in 2024, a wild ride ahead. Bitcoin. Just saying the word makes some people excited and others scratch their heads. It's like digital gold, but instead of hiding it under your mattress, you keep it in a digital wallet. And let me tell you, this wallet has been on a roller coaster ride. In 2024, Bitcoin is still a hot topic. Some experts say it will reach new highs, while others predict a crash. So buckle up, because predicting Bitcoin's future is like guessing what Elon Musk will tweet next, completely unpredictable. One thing is certain. Bitcoin is changing how we think about money. It's decentralized, meaning no single government or bank controls it. This makes it appealing to people who distrust traditional financial systems, but it also makes it volatile and risky. So is Bitcoin the future of money or just a passing fad? Let's dive in and explore the exciting, confusing, and potentially revolutionary world of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a bit of a speed problem. It can be slow and expensive to use, especially when compared to something like, just handing someone a $5 bill. But fear not. Clever developers are working on something called the Lightning Network. Imagine a superhighway built on top of the regular Bitcoin road. That's Lightning Network, making transactions faster and cheaper. Think of it like ordering from Amazon. You don't want your package to arrive next month, do you? The Lightning Network is like Amazon Prime for Bitcoin instant gratification. This technology is crucial for Bitcoin's future. If people can't use it easily for everyday purchases, it'll never truly compete with traditional payment methods. Now let's talk money, honey, or should we say Bitcoin? Some experts believe Bitcoin could shake up the global economy. Others think it's just a digital bubble waiting to burst. Here's the thing. Bitcoin could offer an alternative to traditional currencies, especially in countries with unstable economies. Imagine living in a place where your local currency is losing value every day. Bitcoin could be a lifeline. But, and there's always a but, widespread Bitcoin adoption could also disrupt traditional financial systems. Governments and central banks are watching closely, and some are even exploring their own digital currencies. It's a financial showdown. Will Bitcoin become the people's champion, or will it be knocked out by the heavyweights? Only time will tell. So, will everyone be using Bitcoin to buy their morning coffee someday? Well, that's the million-dollar question, or should I say the $20,000 question. Get it? Because that's how much a Bitcoin is worth, sometimes. Right now, Bitcoin adoption is like a mixed bag of trail mix. Some countries, like El Salvador, have fully embraced it, making it legal tender. Others are taking a more cautious approach, exploring its potential but with some regulations. For Bitcoin to truly go mainstream, it needs to be easy to use, secure, and accessible to everyone. Think about how easy it is to use your smartphone to pay for things. Bitcoin needs to reach that level of user-friendliness to win over the average person. It's a global dance-off. Will Bitcoin win over the world with its fancy footwork, or will it trip over its own shoelaces? Section 5. Governments versus Bitcoin, the battle begins. Governments and Bitcoin have a complicated relationship. It's like that awkward family dinner where everyone's trying to be polite but secretly wants to throw their mashed potatoes at each other. Some governments see Bitcoin as a threat to their control over currency and financial systems. They worry about money laundering, tax evasion, and the potential for criminal activity. Others are more open-minded, recognizing Bitcoin's potential benefits and trying to find ways to regulate it without stifling innovation. It's a delicate balancing act. The outcome of this battle could shape the future of Bitcoin. Will governments crush it with regulations, or will they learn to coexist? Stay tuned. Section 6. Bitcoin's environmental impact. Can it be green? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, or should we say the energy-hungry Bitcoin miner in the room. Bitcoin mining, the process of verifying transactions and creating new Bitcoins, uses a lot of electricity. Like a lot. This has raised concerns about Bitcoin's environmental impact, especially as we grapple with climate change. Critics argue that Bitcoin mining contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and is unsustainable in the long run. But wait, the Bitcoin community is aware of this issue and is working on solutions. Some miners are turning to renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, to reduce their carbon footprint. Others are exploring more energy-efficient mining methods. The future of Bitcoin might be greener than we think. Section 7. What happens if Bitcoin fails? Now for a moment of existential dread. What if, after all the hype and speculation, Bitcoin goes bust? What if it turns out to be just a digital fad, like that Tamagotchi you begged your parents for in the 90s? If Bitcoin were to crash and burn, it would likely have a ripple effect throughout the cryptocurrency market. Investors could lose a lot of money, and trust in cryptocurrencies as a whole might plummet. However, it's important to remember that Bitcoin is just one cryptocurrency, albeit the most famous one. The blockchain technology that underpins Bitcoin has the potential to revolutionize many industries, from finance to supply chain management. So, even if Bitcoin itself fails, the innovations it has inspired could live on. Section 8. What happens if Bitcoin succeeds? But let's flip the script and imagine a world where Bitcoin thrives. What if it becomes the dominant global currency, the financial system of the future? In a Bitcoin-powered world, we could see a shift away from traditional financial institutions. People might have more control over their money, with lower transaction fees and faster transfer times. However, this new world would also come with its own set of challenges. Volatility would still be an issue, and governments would need to adapt to a decentralized financial system. The future of a Bitcoin-dominated world is full of possibilities, both exciting and uncertain. Section 9. The future of money. Are you ready? So, what's the verdict? Is Bitcoin the future of money or just a digital flash in the pan? The truth is, no one knows for sure. What we do know is that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are challenging the status quo. They're forcing us to rethink how we think about money, finance, and the global economy. Whether you're a seasoned crypto investor or just starting to learn about Bitcoin, one thing is clear. The future of money is evolving, and it's going to be a wild ride. Stay informed, do your research, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be a part of this financial revolution. And that's our show for tonight. Tune in next week when we'll be discussing the intricacies of pigeon racing and the surprisingly cutthroat world of competitive knitting.